Now we move to our final piece, a German altarpiece. And this is by a man by the name of Nicholas of Verdun for a Benedictine church. Now, fire had damaged the original pulpit for the church, and artists were asked to create an altarpiece with the surviving pieces of that pulpit. The sides of that pulpit become the wings of this piece. So the original pulpit is this wing over here and this wing over here. And those are incorporated into what Nicholas is doing. The upper and lower registers contain Old Testament scenes. Each one is labeled. The Old Testament surrounds the New Testament in the middle. At the top, we see a framed Annunciation with Mary Annunciation, along with the birth of Isaac and Samson. So here we have an Annunciation with Isaac and Samson. And when we look up close at these, you'll notice they're all labeled in Latin to tell us exactly what's going on. This is Abraham and the sacrifice of Isaac, or attempted sacrifice of Isaac. Here, the gold figures stand out from a blue enamel. The figures twist and turn. They have a very complex sort of layout where you're not taking the easiest route. So, for example, Abraham here seems to be twisted around as if the angel caught him off guard and is grabbing the sword, while Isaac is tied in this awkward manner, opening his neck to the potential death blow that would have come had it not been for the angel. We have emphatic gestures, these big gestures that are really obvious in terms of legibility. We understand what they're doing. And we have intricate linear patterns to make up the folds, linear patterns that are very realistic. Again, we're looking at actual human beings more than likely. We also see an intense emotionalism. We get a sense, even in this piece, of Abraham's shock as well as his relief at the fact that he doesn't have to put his son Isaac to death. So these are very powerful images. And remember, there's not just one of these. We have quite a few of these images, which gives you an idea of the importance of this and how impressive this really is. So now we move on to the Renaissance, starting with the Proto-Renaissance and then getting into the 14th century, really transitioning, as art historians would put, into the Renaissance. But I would remind you that we've already seen a lot of pieces that would arguably be the beginning of the Renaissance had it not been for a couple of twists of fate that placed the Renaissance in Italy rather than France or Germany.